Good morning. Once you get Andrew in here, we'll go through charts and stuff. We'll go through the S&P daily. It's bouncing. Four-hour, we've had a bounce. Also overnight. 1 hour had this spike up recently. Getting to the top end of the range. May get up in here to 70, 2077. But it's running out of steam for sure. There's a NASDAQ daily. Right now we're running into these bands, so you could see that that's starting to get extended. If we're going to be off to the races, we'll have to see and how this market could close today. It's kind of a very important day. Should take a breather up here, and we'll see how it works into it the rest of the day. Crude oil's got an interesting day going. So here's a weekly chart. We just tested that recent low, which is pretty common, especially after a massive move like this. There's the 4 hour, took out that low. 1 hour, pretty extended to the downside here, although it looks like it can go even to 43. Got a trade going right now. It's close to break even. Let's go through the 5 minute. If your chart looks like that, you have to hit right click and hit reload chart. You could see it's dropped from almost 45 to almost 43, so looking for it to hook through up in here, maybe even get a decent bounce, but Usually when you break through on major drops and major support areas, it's really kind of no man's land. There's no support. As you'll start to see, here's a 1 hour chart. Daily chart. So he took out that low. Usually they get short covering out of this, so it should start to blast off. Just can't do it. So let's look at the '17 was a 8. Looks like 18 was a low. We'll see if we'll get a bigger push. Yeah, the message was slot 1 through 3. So when I say that on the app, slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, or I'll make sure I say market 1, market 2, market 3. Crude is still April. All the rest are June. We are in a crude trade, yes, currently in the April. If you had a trade go through to June, you have to let it get out in June. I would probably just say um, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you're in May, I mean, but we're currently in April for crude. Um, yeah, no Godzilla today. Dollar's actually sold off a little bit, although it's coming back. It's definitely coming back.
What's going on, man?
There he is.
Could see a major short squeeze here if this covers these highs at 45.
Well, crude, as I've been talking about how the dollar's been really railing a lot, and crude finally got the memo with this latest down move. Be nice to get a good capitulation double bottom. Because I printed a new low. You would think if there was a lot of stops down there, there would be like a dollar push, right?
You'd hope.
A dollar down after it broke. That was a weekly bottom. Printed only like 15 cents through it. So you're gonna make a dollar on this long?
A couple.
Couple bucks.
Yeah.
Man,
Why not, right?
just get out now
And then let it run a buck.
before you're jinxing yourself.
It wants to see what it's going to do up here at that 45, though. That's what it wants.
Right. Well, got close to that Bollinger. It's just weak. Shoot.
Yeah, on the 1 minute, right?
Right.
How do we look on the 5 on that guy?
The bottom should
Yeah.
hold, but
See how it retests that 45. High.
just doesn't seem like it's got it. Think of how many bulls just got skewered.
Weather's been great in Chicago. We're in the 60s. Feels good.
Yeah. Although I thought I saw snow by Friday, so we'll get you through this springtime in Chicago weather. It's 70, and then 2 days later it snows. NASDAQ and S&P are just kind of marking time up there.
Exactly. Had a nice short on the NASDAQ. I mean, pick the top.
If what?
Said we had a nice short on the NASDAQ there. We picked the top.
Yeah, it's that's the last cover. Hasn't really come down anymore. Let's see on crude. I like to see it skip off that midpoint. It's definitely pretty wounded. This is just backing and filling, or it's going to blow to the bottom. Just amazes me though how it can move that far and then it gets so quiet. way. Maybe this will be the quadruple bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. High or low?
I'm good. It was a good Christian
The
saying.
retest, Jeff.
I think they're just got the Fed this week, so we'll go through the calendar real quick.
Yeah, what news do we have? Yeah.
We've got we had a bunch of manufacturing numbers today that came in worse than Lehman, since the Lehman blowout. Got housing starts tomorrow. Fed on Wednesday. I bet they're going to stay patient. Got initial claims, Philly Fed on leading indicators. A lot on Thursday. Very busy day on Thursday. So
There's your break on crude.
God, that was the... So this was the down move when the bond market, the high yield market, the housing market, etc. crashed. We're having a similar type move right now, so... I think there's going to be some dead bodies after this one. Hedge fund, something. Just too massive of moves. Got any leverage on if you were trying to buy in here, anywhere in here. You're blowing out of the water. In a weekly, it's actually predicting maybe down to 40. My bottom band is 40. So if you wanted to see an actual bottoming process, usually you need a capitulation. If we look, I guess I'd have to, when was that last bottom? You see, see if we can do, this is almost like stop hunting if you think on the short intraday chart. So we took out the daily and weekly lows.
Very valid point.
You've had a couple that you didn't have to give money away like that. It's trading pretty soft. Wow, almost a 42 handle. See if we have any questions.
Yeah.
Glendrick, you are free to trade manual and leave your software or any other combination between. We don't. You have prior trading experience, so you are clear for trading. Let's see. Let's go real quick. Or let me wait for this. Let's trade in 16. They just beat it down. There he goes. Still seems heavy though, you know.
Yeah, it definitely seems heavy today. There's no question about it. I mean, that's a parabolic move on crude.
Trying to find that.
Somebody just wants crude down today. There's no question about it. I mean, people are getting slaughtered today on it, huh?
Yeah. agree. Well, the numbers, when you start looking, manufacturing output fell for the third month. Um, home builder sentiment was huge drop. Not seeing anything on that oil inventory number. They must keep it hidden, right? Usually in a kind of free-falling market like this, sometimes support goes out the window, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Seriously, I don't. We're extended on the short time periods, but it's free-falling. Definitely free-falling today.
Yeah, geez, right?
It's going to have a 41 handle today.
I don't think so. I think that was them trying to wash everybody out.
Yeah, it was definitely a kind of washout bottom, but I don't know.
You out of the
Yep.
Got the yen and Nasdaq going. We'll see if that starts to drag. If there's any risk. I mean, looking at the other currencies, I'm not seeing. I'm actually starting to see the dollar rally a little bit, which really has no bearing on crude lately.
See how this new candle forms on the 5-minute here.
Right. This seems to be right. Just last minute.
Yeah.
Let's see. Got it at Is this it? The big turn?
I don't know.
There's-
We'll see.
We made that low, another low. When it turns, it'll be a pretty massive short rally, but I don't know where that's going to be. There's no support that I'm seeing. I mean, I guess there's technically the 15-minute support here, but that is a free fall.
There's some big orders out there. There's no question about it. You know what I mean?
Buy and sell?
Shorts. I mean, look at that. Look at the whipsaw effect here. Those algos are just humming.
But if there's big volume, people are selling. They're selling to someone who's buying. I still think they are doing a lot of that hedging, but this is just big dumb buyers. They don't care. They know they have to buy X amount of fuel the next 12 months. Why wouldn't you buy it? Another thing that could be going on today is, let me pull up, because it rolls this week. Let me pull up the other chart.
Gotta see what this guy's gonna do if this is gonna hold here.
I'll match them up. So you got to, if you wanted to be, if you're long, and especially if you're airline, trucker, etc., you know, you need to buy crude oil. This is the May contract, which will be the front month this week, and then this is the current contract. Let's see if May can start to hook up, it'll drag this one up. But there's also, you could see on these recent moves, they're pretty similar, but you could see this is down 182. This is only down 174. So it's almost a 10 cents difference. So they have to sell this month, and then they have to buy this month to roll your contract. Seems to be hanging in there.
I'm gonna see if this is gonna take out 4305. That's gonna be the first little short-term pivot. But ultimately, for this to be confirmed, though, it's got to break 4312.
They said it's one of the biggest differences. I guess this April-May contract is huge because it's like the driving season, etc.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's the widest range. You could see this is at 43. This is 45.31. So looking heavy.
Exactly. It's got a turn here. It's got to break that 43.05.
I don't know. It's not. There's no lift at all.
Nope. It's all heavy.
Is it gonna be a washout though? No. I don't know. Whenever it bounces, you'll know it. That's for sure. Let's go through. Let's go back to the spread charts. Got the S&P catching up to the yen. It's been out of whack for a week and a half. Let's see.
See if this breaks that 43.05.
Well, after such a big down move, it really usually comes down and blasts right back out of there. It's a pretty anemic rally.
Yeah.
Like to see it maybe go a little.
There's the snap.
The other month is going, so
Still a pretty anemic rally here, even,
yeah, definitely.
Did you get them on?
Now you'd want to see a turn sell off back down to maybe 03 and then see if that's
You to get to
Yeah.
understand it.
Bottom or not.
Bottoms in.
And this one,
Yeah.
right. But that I've got a 5-minute buy though. That's
Yeah. Got an upper Bollinger Band here at 17.
right. Should run into trouble and then back and fill and launch. Like to see it break those 09s, I guess, but stocks are starting to run day high.
Yeah, Nasdaq's at day high, right?
Mm-hmm. I had 71 and then 77 pre-market. Oh, even that's moved out now. Kind of seems like that was the bottom because last time it didn't. It had one up candle and just rolled over. This one's got 3 up candles. I think it's going probably 64.
And so now I'm down to just a small core position.
Yeah, we'll
on
see.
the NASDAQ.
Right.
I still think we're still in the downtrend.
Yeah, I mean, it has to test the low now, but
Got to put in a higher low. Yeah.
right. Could be out of here though. That's a pretty bad move. Make a new low. It's kind of a do or die candle for the bulls. Be right back.
Overall, you can see that the trend is still down. So what Dave's saying is, if you understand trends, the high, it's got to put in a higher low, which means it's got to come back down more towards the 98 range, and before it could turn, come back up. It may find some support right around 05. It's kind of what we're anticipating. It's probably the first level of support is going to be around that 43.05, but if it just keeps drifting lower, could possibly take out those lows. So just want to keep our eye on it and see what happens. Kind of a key level right now on crude's going to be 43.08. So I just want to see how the market interacts there at that 43.08 level.
So this is how you can start to see how trends change. We're clearly had a down move here, and then you can see how it's kind of, before it would easily fall 20, 30 cents, and now it's hard to make. Were you up 5?
Friday,
Yeah.
Microsoft
Yeah.
that rally.
Right. Careful. Bounce
Yeah.
off that.
No volume.
That's even worse. Wow, look at that.
That was a big print, wasn't it?
Up and down. Rocking the boat.
Front running somebody.
I think the sellers are done. If you haven't sold by now, then what are you waiting for?
Slightly better price, maybe.
It's well, the S&P is, like I said, it's catching up to the yen today. There's crude. Valor might come in and
And DAX, again, 3,001 left. That's all. It's just crazy. Anywhere there's QE, these junkies just ran in with both hands. Look at, you want to see a parabolic chart. Look at this. Look at this daily. This is the DAX. It's just accelerating now. Yeah. It's crazy. Where
see if the Like to see the. Pull up the 1 minute on the crude. I don't even think we've had the short squeeze yet.
Really?
Maybe we get one more push back down and then the short squeeze. Or it's just going to happen now.
Short squeeze isn't going to happen till 40.
If it gets to 40, it's going to 60. Same move.
Yeah, but that's where 40s where all the where that previous high was.
I'd like to see it close in here. In the frown. Last time it held here, so let's see on the 10.
See if we can get a push lower here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's got a break right here on this. Last time it held and just bounced, sprung right off. I don't have really bearish divergences, but
Too new of a move for there to be a bearish divergence. You gotta see this thing.
well,
it's
from
gotta
here
come
to
back
here,
and retest 16.
it made a higher high, so I don't have the oscillators made higher highs too, so there's no bear. That's all I'm saying. There was no bearish divergence.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Because the move is too new, you wouldn't have that, would you?
Over here you did on these bounces.
What's the number on Alibaba that you like?
Is that 88 again?
Oh no, we're sitting at 84.46, but they
84,
$2
yeah.
rally. They just came out that facial recognition stuff.
Right.
No one can steal your phone now because they, it takes a picture of you and recognizes you for security.
Yeah, that can't be hacked.
Yeah.
Stocks are running. Watch it on crude.
Worst case scenario, right?
What's that?
Break even.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get a push here.
This
though.
is the kind of trade that's
Going lower.
you probably should be trading defensively, but this is a kind of trade that if this isn't a really super bad bear market, this will make a new low in this move. If not, you'd have to.
That's going to inverse smiley face. On
I
it,
would,
so.
yeah. If you see that coming around, get out. Pick. I don't know. I think the sell off is done, but really needs to take out this 10 low. Now Just from a defensive standpoint, though. Get the P&L green again in crude.
Still hasn't gone 10.
Well, you got 2 on, though. You want me to change the stop? Were you at break even, or?
I'm about to get taken out break even on the other one.
Yeah. Maybe it rolls over her. I don't think so. I think it's gone. I think it's going to 60 or 70.
Up $2 today.
Break out of ties right here. See what it does.
Mays aren't really moving that much, though, but
Not yet. When do we roll?
I think tomorrow.
Got it.
Someone's like, nope, you're not breaking out there. You see that?
Exactly. Yeah.
It got to that 30 and was like, whoops. Trade desk.
Exactly.
Were you at Goldman Sachs today?
You know it, man.
Sounds like it. Do stocks take a break here is a question, right?
Exactly.
Gotta see.
That was a quick hour.
Wasn't it?
Exactly.
I guess that big seller is going to now knock it below 17s. That's the thing with shorting. Like, you really had to have your stop at 30, but then it's like you're.
There it goes.
Was that a stop or you got short?
Short. Yeah.
Okay.
Should fall apart here.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Best traders ever.
That's right.
All right. We'll see you guys in the wrap-up
See you
call.
guys in the wrap-up call.
Yep. Thanks.